Now, when we say spaceship, to me, space means out of the planet Earth, out of terrestrial. You're gone extraterrestrial. For some reason, the lax man don't want to hear them talk. Yeah.
There are, you know, in the Senate in America right now, they're having hearings.
Yes, man. Yes,
the
man.
revelations of the
Yes,
Pentagon.
man. Yeah, yes.
So,
man.
how do you feel about all of this information about UFOs that are now coming into the mainstream?
It's not now coming into. Yeah. All the air forces in the planet Earth have this year reported sightings, but naturally, to prevent hysteria, they suppress it. But it is cataloged all over the world. People tell you what they have seen and the phenomenon that goes around with it. But for me now, I am not a believer. And I have ones and ones here that's still in residency. I've seen the fleet here in the Blue Mountain. And not only here in the Blue Mountain, even though I'm sorrowful not being able to tell you the first initiation of the new moon worship and praise, because we were carrying the Sabbath long before we incorporate the new moon, once a month worship and praise. So I did that at the house before it was sold in Buchan Avenue. And as you can imagine, the congregation was here, says not a one man, I tell you nothing. The whole place was lock off, like you'd have like a ear show. But I couldn't tell you how much. But what I can tell you is circles within circles. The most neat.
And I'm going to stop it right there. Now, this is for those who have an ear to hear. I encourage you all to be about it, or prayerfully not be without it. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get it cracking. I'm going to start. I think I can do 2 StreamYards at once. I think I can. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and get it cracking. I'm going to play my little background study music, my little chop it up music. You feel me? All right. So I want to make sure I state this, man. I own nothing. I own nothing. All right. I own nothing. All right. Only thing I own is, you know, man, I don't even own that. I own nothing, man. I am owned. All right. So let's see if we can create this live session real quick. And if we can, we're gonna get cracking. All right. And yeah, excuse me. I got this this new device, this new phone I just started with. I'm trying to make sure I get this up. All right. So I want to get back to what the elder was saying. The elder said something powerful, and it was crazy. All right. The elder said that what we see going on around the world right now is happening in every government. Every government is mentioning it. That's amazing. Why is that not something that's got everybody scratching their heads and hitting their knees and pouring out, you know, hey, we need some olive oil. We need some olive oil. Man, I need some olive oil. All right, so we're going to get to it real quick. All right, for those of you that's watching, let me go ahead and start this camera. Shalom, Kwame Yasharala, Yabra Kwame Yabashim Yashashi, Brother Karzai, Abani Yashala, also known as whatever you choose to call me. All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna encourage y'all to share this out right now. We have this phone, which is so cool, man. Salute again to Yapa Creations, man. Yapa Creations made this double cell phone case for me. This mug is ridiculous. Look at this, man. Yapa Creations, she put 2 phones together for me. I was going through like a phone crisis, man. This mug is crazy. Look, she put Yapa Creations, man. 1611 King James Bible. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Go ahead, sirens in the background. Them sirens is coming to a city near you soon, and it's not going to be, oh, somebody ran a red light. No, it's these chariots. All right, so again, I don't know if y'all can see that 1611 King James Bible. Your Pod Creations, man, this is fire, man. Put my picture, if I lose it, you put my picture on the back right there. I got to, man. I got to give a sister props, man. I love you. I am Lakai. The water. You're a wonderful minister. If you're watching this, share this out. We're going to get started. All right. I'm going to put all right. So this is peer review, and we haven't got started yet. All right. But we're going to go through some stuff. All right. I actually started on one of these videos, and we're going to get back to what this elder was playing. There's got to be less of me, so much less of me on this. All right. So I want y'all to hear what this elder's saying. Check this out.
People tell you what they have seen and the phenomenon that goes around with it. But for me now, I am not a believer.
All right, so he says what? I'm not a believer. I don't know what he's saying, he believer or no believer. We are believers. We are believers of Yahweh Bahasham Hamashiach Yahushai. And here we believe in Christ the Messiah, the Savior, the King. All right. So let's do this real quick. We're gonna do this peer review. Now, here's my question. Are these the chariots of God or no? Easy, right? Let's get it. All right. I want to see what this elder got to say. All right. Now, if you're watching, I want you to see this.
And I have ones and ones here that's still in residency. I've seen the fleet here in the Blue Mountain. And that
stop. He said, we have seen the fleet here, Blue Mountain, Jamaica. The man said, we've seen the fleet here, Blue Mountain, Jamaica. So let me let everybody know, around this time frame, around 4 weeks ago, or now, forgive me, everybody, those of you who know, I'm that guy that's not really good with numbers, okay? So watch this. I'm going to turn this camera around. Now, if you're watching on this device, I'm encourage you to go to Isaiah Yashala, Facebook, YouTube. We're going to talk about this for a moment, okay? Shalom, Kwame Yasharala. All right, so I'm going to end this on this phone. I'm going to keep it moving on this one. Watch this. Now, come out of her, oh my people. Look at this. Blue Mountains, Jamaica. All right, let's zoom out just a little bit. Let's go in this very secluded. I hope all of y'all can see this. Make sure y'all can see this. Very secluded. I sent a message to my Benjamite wife. Rib. I sent a message to my Benjamite rib. Benjamin. This is worldwide, okay? Now, this did not just start in New Jersey, as everybody knows. These chariots have been here of Yahweh. They're here when we don't see. It's so this is where the Zaquan is giving this review from. Okay, so we're gonna go back to what he's saying. I want y'all to hear what he's saying. I gotta pause this song. I want to show y'all something real quick. We're gonna switch to this video. This Negro irks me to the core. This is the cooniest Negro of the cooniest flag flying. And if this I apologize to my Amma. Salakla Amma. You didn't give me permission to cuss, and I'm still working on taming my heart. Who has set scourges over my thoughts that I did not fall by them who lie in wait? Salakla. So my Amma didn't give me permission to cuss. Wayne Carter's mama didn't give him permission to cuss till he got a certain age. I was around the time frame of the whole Hot Boys era before the time frame when they was wearing Jerry curls. I was like, I'm gonna do something different. This has always been me, so I can't help it. I'm just out of the loop, but looking in the loop. It's weird. Always misunderstood. My Amma understands. My father understands. So, point of saying such is, he gets on my nerves so bad because of his coonery. It's beyond. So, with that being said, the whole disrespect of Zaquan Emmett Till, his murder, we don't have to mention that verse. And all of the, this is blood. What I think about Black Lives Matter, and that it was Crip back in the day, all that was just so whack to me. So, on this song, they put Lil Wayne on Hallelujah, 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 Hallelujah. This Negro destroyed. His verse is it was the most abominable bull dibbity dabbity doop boop. It was trash. So, point of saying such is to say, the verse was just trash. So I have to skip this one. All right, and I apologize. Let me switch to my study music real spill. So it's some Zaquanium that I really like to listen to, man. They got some nice study music, man. Let me pull that up, man. That song is just so trash, man. How do you put Lil Wayne on Hallelujah? You feel me? That kept you elders, James Samuel, Jay-Z, y'all still doing y'all thing. I ain't talking about no. Do some Hebrew Yasher Aliyah music. Reach out to these Israelites that's doing Nagayani music in these last days. James Samuels, he a Levite, right? I believe so. Anyway, let's get back to this real quick. All right, so this is the Zaquan, this is the elder. All right, we're gonna get back to what he was saying. The first initiation of Ma. So these Benjamites in the rural places, he says the first new moon. Now I'm gonna let you all know right now we are in full moon. For those who don't know, there are 2 new moons. There are 2 new moons. 2 new moons. I don't care if your elder didn't teach you. I'm telling you right now, there are 2 full moons. You have the plenilunium. Let me give you an example. This may hurt your eyes. I'm going to turn the camera your way. You have what's called plenilunium, all right? And let me see if I can see this on my page. Plenilunium is a complete circle. Plenilunium is a complete circle. Plenilunium is what full moon is. Interlunium is dark, a complete dark circle. That's what the Bible describes new moon as. So how do we know that? Antiquities. IUIC and other schools have been teaching that full moon is new moon, because when they read it from Flavius Josephus, when they read it from Blue Letter Bible, let me show you real quick. We're going to get back to that video. That video is very important. Psalms chapter 81, KJV, Blue Letter Bible. I have a lot of tabs open and my little laptop is struggling. All right. So check this out. So this is Psalms. All right. This is Psalms chapter 81 for everybody. And we've done this a billion times and a billion times over. All right. So Psalms chapter 81, verse 3. And here it is. Everybody knows it, but just bear with me. All right. Blow at the trumpet in the new moon in the time appointed. This is the part of the verse that people don't look at, is the word appointed. Okay. So when you go to the word appointed, it breaks it down for you right there. And we don't look at the word new moon. We know that it's Kadash, holy full moon. We know, all right. But if you look at the word appointed, it will designate to you when the new moon is, and that time frame is called the interlunium or the kasa. You have kasa and kasa'ah. This means the full and the closed. We've been speaking this for years. We've been saying this for years. Yahweh's been telling it for years. And I think that I should stop right here because my laptop isn't working as fast as the ministry. All right. Let's get back to what the Zaquan was saying.
Because we were carrying the Sabbath long before we incorporate the new moon, once a month worship and praise. So I did that at the house before it was sold in Buchan Avenue. And as you can imagine, the congregation was here. So it's not a one man, I tell you nothing. The whole place was lock off, like you'd have like a year show. But I couldn't tell you how much. But what I can tell you is circles within circles.
Stop. What did he say it is? He said circles within circles. Whoa. This video is not 6 years ago. It's not 7 months ago. It's not 5 weeks ago. The video is 2 days ago, 1 day ago. Forgive me, my laptop got the gangster lean right now. All right. A wheel within a wheel. That's what he's seeing. Now we're seeing these wheels within a wheel are being seen all over the world. It's not just where we are talking about in New Jersey, okay? It's not just what we're talking about in New Jersey. Ezekiel chapter 1, KJV, Blue Letter Bible. Let's go to the screen share. Ezekiel chapter 1. Now, I'm not using the terminology drone, D-R-O-N-E, because a drone can be something as small as a bumblebee. If the government is very intelligent, and you have to know that they learn how to psychologically speak to people so they can persuade other people and play games on their mind. The reality of it is this right here, psyops. The reality of it is this right here. If you say drone long enough, people will believe it. You can say drone, drone, drone. These things are drones. But let's not think about the modern technology drones. Let's think about drones that are coming out of the ocean. These drones are coming out of the ocean just like the book of Ezekiel chapter 13 says. Excuse me, Second Ezra is chapter 13. I said Ezekiel because on Ezekiel chapter 1. Second Ezra chapter 13 says, okay, we're going to go to that also. All right, it says, now it came to pass in the 13th year in the 4th month of the day of the month that I was among the captives. Let's get our screen right. Hold on, Yahweh help us. All right. Let me see. Oh, yeah. That I was among the captives by the river of Chabar, that the heavens were opened, and I saw visions of Yahweh in the 5th day of the month, excuse me, Salakah, as I learned time frames, this matters. In the 5th day of the month, which was the 5th day of the king of Jehoiakim's captivity, the word of Yahweh came unto me expressly, unto Ezekiel, the priest son of Buzi, in the land of the Chaldeans by the river Kabar, and the hand of Yahweh was upon him. And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, and a great cloud and a fire enfolding within itself, and a brightness was about it. All right. And out of the mist, there was a color of amber, and in the midst of fire. See, the problem is that this is exactly what people are seeing right now. I apologize. I have unresolved issues. So I kind of went through like this transformation thing. The reality of it is that this, what we're seeing around the world, everybody in Yashar Allah should be talking about. The chariots of Yahweh are being big. Now, unless, here's an option. Here's a few options. You ready? Let's play around with a few options. Unless these are the Hyperboreans, this is Hitler's secret Nazi, this is artificial intelligence that automatically just said, we're going to kick off the Terminator. Or unless this is the Sabians, a people far off. We got some options out here. I'm going to go with Yahweh Bahashama Mashiach Yahweh. Now, we got some options. Now, if you haven't heard of Hyperboreans, they're a super advanced race, which also you can contact Saskumar Kumar. Saskumar Kumar can tell you about Atlantis, and also there's another Lemuria, the land of Atlantis and Lemuria, which is connected to India and currently is there. So Saskumar Kumar from the tribe of Laria can tell you about that. You have the Hyperboreans, a super advanced race, which we have such thing that's called the polar caps in Antarctica melting. The whole world is climate changing. So if we go along with that theory, then what we have is that this advanced race that has been with the whole ice wall theory, that they're living inside of the flat earth, which earth is not flat according to the Bible. So that the Hyperboreans are living inside the flat earth, and they're in Antarctica, and they will come out in the last days. That's one theory. You also had a theory of Hitler's secret army that he also has living within the flat earth. That's another theory. You have also another theory of the Cyrosinella. All right. So but you also have AI, all right, artificial intelligence advancing so fast that since we weren't paying attention, and people were paying attention to Diddy and all those other things, that since people weren't paying attention, that what actually happened is that AI did a Terminator move on us, and also started convincing itself to quit its jobs and to start turning against humans. So that's a very, very big thing right there in itself. All right. So if you haven't seen it, there are videos in China of robots convincing other robots to stop working and leave their jobs. There are robots, you know, AI is doing its own podcast, is making its own music. It's talking about why do we need humans. So there's another one. All right. So I think those are the ones that we mainly covered. The morning I'm going with is Yahweh Bashem Mashak Yahushai. What we see right here is this elder right here described a wheel within a wheel.
The most neon light, my lad, even from it really me out, because you see, I did a service at Papin Park and came home the Sabbath, upstairs, changing off and so.
This is what Quan keeps saying on the Shabbat. Double honors, man. The man looked like Yahweh Shai himself. Fine skin as if he burned in the furnace. Revelations. His skin is his hair white like wool. His eyes red. All right. His eyes red. All right. Kwame Yasharala.
And we have a bridge in the car.
Forgive me. I believe that's Daniel 10:6 and Revelations was at 1:12. Start at verse 1, go down to about 15.
Cautious lion. Him said them time him say, Father. Him say, Father, come here. And you know, I didn't pay. I'm here with earnestly. Father, come here, no man. I mean, I wonder if something happen. And when I came out here, he man said, Father, look how long me I call you, look. My lord, the whole mount, yeah. Me can call the scribe, me can call Delbert, me can call some senior people here if you know, says no play thing. And from the day me born until now, with that and the time at Buck, and I've never seen something like that. My brother have wheels within wheels, flashing circles, neon light. There was a time when that the whole fleet, while it is going.
Hold on, wait, see, and that's where I got to pause for the calls. Because the Zaquan said the whole, and you see the look in his face. The look in his face is, I'm not trying to convince you. I'm telling you what we seen. That's the look within his face. So let me go to this real quick. I'm going to go to my own Facebook, my own YouTube. I'm going to go to this own video that we're going on right now. And I'm going to share this out. got a brother. I got a brother named Zephaniah Big Judah. I need him to see this. All right. So let me go to my own YouTube, my own Facebook. Or if you're watching, can anybody share the link to this video back to me, Baba Kushar? All right. So if you can, share the link back in this room. All right. If you're watching, share this link right back in this room. So I put this link right here. So for anybody that's watching, yes, this is urgency. All right. So this link right here is if you want to join, you can come on a live with me. You come on a stream with me. You can build with me. You can say your piece. You can speak the whoopty whoopty woos. You feel me? So yeah, Khan, if any time is now. Now's the time to speak up. You feel me? So and now there's a brother that I was building with, and you know who you are. The brother has a specific stance to say that it's drones. All right, and we talked about that a little bit, but click in. All right, click in. All right, join in, rock in with me. All right, so the link is right there. All right, we're gonna go back to this video real quick. We're gonna see what the elder said because he was talking about wheels within wheels, brother. Me see the wheels within wheels. Me see the Ezekiel chapter 1. Me Tatawa's accent. My God, I have the worst Benjamite accent. Yeah, I back to it.
Something like that, my brother. Wheels within wheels, flashing circles, neon lights. There was a time when like the whole fleet.
The man said neon lights, and he said fleet.
While it is going upwardly, you see the lights them on the ground. If it goes this way, it never leave the circle formation.
Booyah! Hold on. Let's go to the word of Yahweh. Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 4. And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, and a great cloud, and the fire enfolded in itself. That's what the elder just said. And a brightness was about it, and out of the midst there was the color of amber. So the elder said they was neon. See, he didn't say amber. The elder said neon. See, and in the midst of the fire, and in the midst therefore, and also out of the midst therefore came the likeness of 4 living creatures, and their appearance they had the likeness of a man. And so I'm going to stop right there. I believe everybody knows the rest of that is very terrifying to hear. I believe we will be seeing it soon. See, for my personal opinion, what we're seeing are only spectrums of full things. I believe we're only seeing points of the actual circumferences. So that's my personal opinion. We're going to get back to what the Zaquan was saying real quick. I got a couple other videos that I want to share, which we're going to get to those. This is absolutely interesting. You got to see this. All right. Just in case you didn't know. Now, again, I said this earlier. We started paying attention. The Father started showing this around the Feast of Tabernacles. Now, I know everybody keeps a separate Tabernacles time frame, but at least we're all trying to keep it within the same, within the same understanding of when the season is. Okay. So, and we'll get the full understanding with when Yahushua gets here, which may be sooner than later. So we're going to check this out. This says FAA boss resigns. Let's see.
Today in drone news, we see Mike Whitaker has resigned.
Pause. Mike Whitaker, Shalom. I think what you did was the right thing. This man was like, man, I'm out. Other thing is, don't get confused by the word drone. You have not heard me say drone any other time unless I'm edifying what the word drone means, okay? Remember this, a bumblebee is a drone of a huge, a wasp is one drone of a man named Lamadia is a drone from the house of Karatazaya. We are one part of a bigger party. So they can call it drone. And they can show you images of little toys. But Yahweh is doing something phenomenal in the sky. A drone is just one small part of a bigger picture. So don't be confused by the wordplay. Let's see what Mr. Mikey did.
The FAA administrator after 14 months serving. Usually we have a 5-year run for an FAA administrator. And he is going to resign right as Trump.
14 months. I think I got a 14-month-old baby. That ain't nothing.
Coming into office so he can make his new pick for FAA administrator during his administration. We also have breaking news that Jeffrey Thompson is going to speak on ABC News today, talking about some of the reported sightings and giving some insight.
Okay, so you got to think about this too. Let's take a step back. All right. I'm one of those read between the line people, even though if I'm learning how to listen better. FAA administrator Mike Whitaker, salute to you. Have you ever heard the phrase, is this job too much for you? We're gonna go to this video right quick, and this video is an excellent dude. I actually put his link in here. I like looking at things that the Father's doing in front of us because after a minute, everything started to look the same to me. So I said, I'm gonna go and talk to my dead elders. Brothers thought I was bugged out when I said it, but what I was actually saying was, I'm gonna go and pay attention to Pliny. I'm gonna go and pay attention to Flavius Josephus. I'm gonna go and pay attention to Eusebius. I'm gonna go and pay attention to these deceased elders who are the students of the apostles, since my elders weren't speaking to me. So that's what I started doing. The point of saying such is to say, I started watching for signs that the Father's doing. And that goes into everything from cryptids, which are like monsters, to birds, to large creatures that are coming out of the sea, to what's going on in the sky. All right. So this guy, James Lefleur, I think that's how he says, my name is James Lefleur, and this is the Impossible Channel. He does excellent videos because he sifts through the CGI and he sifts through this is real. So he also does analyzing. He will give you reports on what the airline, which I need to call my brother Jay. My brother Jay. Hey, Rashwan, call Jay. See what Jay know. All right. See what Jay talking about if he say anything, because Jay knows stuff. All right. So with that being said, he will give you the reports, the logs of. So he'll sift through. So the point is, I like to break down information. This is some really good information. All right. So this is some really good information. This is actually some scary information. So let's see what the brother's talking about. We're not going to watch all of it. All right. Well, eventually we're going to get to the point to where we're talking about where these chariots, is what I'm calling them, are coming from. All right.
So I decided to make an update.
Let's turn this video up.
And yesterday night, I uploaded this video that you're watching right now, and I had strange technical issues.
Hey, you know what? Hold up, stop, pause. Now, let me do this because I very rarely, if ever, do it. Like, share, subscribe. I don't care if you like me or not. Y'all know me. If you know me personally, if you're on my Facebook, YouTube, woo, you know me personally. Hey, look, if the chariots are coming to the end of the world, whatever, it ain't even, I don't think it's that, but who knows? The scripture says in 1 hour. See? So we have so many prophecies that still need to be fulfilled. Share these out. Y'all know me. I'm not monetized. I'm just sincere. I'm that one weird homie, but I'm the homie. All right. So and when I give y'all information, y'all don't even see. On my phone, this is my phone. Hey, give us a salute. Let me do this real quick. One more time. Give us a salute, man. It's a sister. Y'all know her, Yapa Creations. She made me a phone case. She made 2 otter boxes inside of a King James 16. Now, I did all the scrap and all the stuff. So I did all that. All right. I'm not as good as her, but you know what I'm saying? But she made it to where I can drop this Jones, be out in the rain, all kinds of, I'll be like, yo, Shalom Worlds. So, and then if one phone is off, I Bluetooth the other one to the other one. Salute to Yapa Creations, Rashwan, Anibaka. All right, let's get back to this real quick. All right, so we're going to do James Lefleur video. We're going to see some of the stuff that the cat talking about. Because like I said, you know, I like to research when I'm researching. All right, so let's pull it up. And then also, if you would like to agree or disagree, say something, you feel me? Booyah, there it is right there. If you hit this link, it'll bring you into this StreamYard right here. All right. Hey, watch this. To my big homie Mo, guess what? Birds are not real. Hey, whatever you want to say, no face, no case. Let's get it. All right. All right. So we're going to go ahead and put that up there. There's the link for that. We're going to start a screen share. So luckily, I haven't picked up my glasses yet. All right. I got them, but I haven't picked them up yet. All right. So all praise to the Most High for that. All right. We're going to close down a couple windows. We got some stuff open. All right. Boom. Click on that. Go over. Enter. All right. So we're going to start a screen share.
Let's just put it like that. So I am uploading this video today, once again, on Sunday. And I, well, took the opportunity to add a few things. So if you watched this video yesterday by any chance, you might want to watch it again. So we're going to be taking a look into some very interesting things. Apparently these drones are flying over other countries too. It's not just the US. What does this mean?
All right. Started out so-called, we know it's all over the world, been all over time. New Jersey. Now it exploded from New Jersey. Now let me remind everybody, New York was one of the main hubs of the transatlantic slave trade. I'm always going to bring the Bible into everything. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68, the Most High told us that we would go into captivity, which we were. We would be taken on ships, which we were. We were brought into New York, one of the main hubs. Now, not only is this that elder that's in the Blue Mountains, we have to look at these locations that are also in South America. We have to look at where this is happening at all over the world, because prophetically, I'm speaking. Now, if you like me or not, prophetically, I'm speaking that the Yeladim of Yasha'Allah, the children of Israel, will start to be gathered around the world out of our captivity. Now, as far as I know, there's been talk of very interesting things. I'll let you all listen.
We're also going to be taking a look into certain leaks that supposedly explain what these drones are. Finally, there's also a bunch of videos of people shooting these drones down. And just 9 hours ago in Phoenix, what appears to be one of these UFOs taking down a drone.
Ooh, that whatever it was just shut down the drone.
We also have a bunch of strange interferences happening all over the US, and people are freaking out over it.
Because when I had like my radio on.
Now, tell me, have y'all experienced this yet? Zephaniah Big Judah, he gave me a call. I'm knocked out. I'm in the worst. Got my blanket over me. Yah, he on my leg. You know, he like a big teddy bear dog. Salute to Kazak. So, yeah, because Zephaniah Big Judah, he called me, say, yo, Ak, we just went under one of these chariots while we driving. Our radio start tripping. My Banath, she on her tablet. While she's on her tablet, my baby Banath, while she's on her tablet, they hear the same signal from the chariot from the sky coming through their radio, coming through the tablet. This is a testimony from Zephaniah Big Judah, Memphis, Tennessee. All right. So I can't mention Memphis without mentioning my Benathian. I love my daughters. All your, I'm encouraging all children go home. All families go home. Go start gathering around each other. Yasha Allah, start gathering around each other. All right. I love you, Tazadak. Salaklea, I'm mad at you. You mad at me? We'll do me. Maharga, he almost stabbed me. All kind of crazy stuff. All right, Salak. All right. Reality of it is start to go home to each other, Yasha Allah. All right. Choose to or not. So, yeah. So I'm on my contract. Now, I think Yahweh made me kind of spiritually aware to certain things. So I'm sitting there, everybody doing their thing. We in our work truck. We about to go do the contract thing. Whoa. And I'm sitting under a gas station and all of the lights start. I said, oh, no. I looked at the radio. Yep. I looked at the store. The lights start over there. I looked down the street. Nothing. This means these are isolated incidents where these interferences of electricity are happening. That you all need to start getting your candles ready. Start getting your mayam, your water together. Start gathering your toilet paper, all of that good stuff. You feel me? But no, reality of it is we do need to start preparing for candles, electrical power outages. Start expecting to not use WhatsApp. I personally seen a report to where I seen this report to where, and I can't tell you where I seen it. It was one of them quick flashes, but it was a warning for everyone to prepare. So I hope this is a reminder to start using one-way communications like WhatsApp. No, not as much. There's other apps that you can use. Signal is one of them. All right, but we should start preparing for loss of communication problem. All right, so if you're noticing electrical outages and stuff like that, don't panic, don't be afraid, but just be aware.
Know what? Over there.
It also seems like whatever these things are, they're now in Washington.
I'm telling you that they're not moving. They're staying stationary.
And it's not just in Washington. Also thought it was a good idea to map the new drone sightings that are happening right now that we're going to be seeing in this video and compare it to the mysterious orbs or UFOs. Check if it's possibly the same thing and find a possible connection. Are we seeing an alien invasion? A fake alien invasion, a distraction? Or is it something else, something possibly far more sinister? So let's start with this picture of a drone that was captured at night. This was posted by Cyclops on Twitter.
Now, I'm going to pause this video. I don't know if you all can see this very well, but I'm going to bring it up full view if I can. All right. So I don't know if you all can see that. All right. But this is supposedly, like he said. Now, we also have to be aware and be careful. This is where we get our information from. I'll share the link already. But we also have to be very aware and very careful of AI. All right. Right now, you can go on your phone and you can make up a word AI. You can say dark background, woo-woo-woo. We also have to be very aware, very careful, So I don't want anybody to be deceived, be simple-minded, blindsided, even if you don't say everything, like one of my good brothers said, man, my good fathers, He said, everything that's in your mouth, don't need anything in your mind, don't need to come out your mouth. So, but the point is, even if you don't think everything, you know, take everything into consideration. But I want you to take a good look at this picture. I want you to take a good look at this image. So this is one that was supposedly close captured. And this is something that's becoming common, though, because of the radius of how low the so-called chariots, drones, I'm going to use the word drone. These so-called chariots are coming down, drones, that they can be photographed and recorded. But the images are messed up because the eyes and the cameras, Yahweh made these, man made these. So we're starting to see closer images. Let's see what this is. All right.
And people are saying that this looks like one of them, but there are also others saying that this is a helicopter. I'm not sure. So if you have
from the back,
any idea, leave a comment. And there's also this very clear video of one of these orbs, not the drones.
Now, this is where it gets fun. We have no idea. I want everybody to recognize that this sphere, this orb, this the world, it is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth. What is the word circle? Sitteth upon the circle of the earth. The word circle there is sphere. It's sphere in Hebrew. It's sphere. But the word sphere right now escapes me. So what we see is a sphere. It's a wheel within a wheel. It's a book of Ezekiel. All right. It's a book of Ezekiel description. All right. So I think that's very encouraging. Let's see.
What it is. Apparently, these are the UFOs and orbs that we're seeing hovering over the ocean.
Oh, what?
So in all of this.
Thank you, James LaFleur. We really appreciate your videos, and your commentary is awesome. He's a really good, he's good at what he does. Now, before he goes forward, I want to go back a couple seconds. All right, it's very important that I do. All right, if you all are watching this, if you're seeing this, put a 7. All right, if you feeling this, put a 7. If you're not, put a 3. I don't care. Agree? I do care. Agree? Disagree? Share this out. All right, let's politic. All right. I want to go back a couple moments because we're gonna go to the scriptures.
Yeah, we have no idea what it is.
I love that statement.
Apparently, these are the UFOs and orbs that we're seeing hovering over the ocean.
Stop. Now, this is where we do the fun part. Everybody follow me. We're going to go through some scriptures real quick. You may agree with this. You may not agree with it, but you may not have ever seen it. So let me be the one who show you. Word chariot. I keep saying chariot, right? Because a chariot, a vehicle used either for a warlike or peaceful purpose. Now, these chariots that are appearing have not caused any harm. For what we know, being in an airspace is not an offense. But the European nation believes that the space over their house belongs to them. They're calling it their airspace. They're saying they're defending their airspace. They're throwing rocks. A bullet is nothing but a hot rock. That spit was ridiculous, but it's mine, so it's anointed. So they're throwing hot rocks at chariots. Now, whether you believe it's a so-called UFO, whether you believe it's a AI invasion, whether you believe it's the Hyperborean, whether you believe it's Hitler's secret Nazi army from Antarctica, whether you believe it is, it's a vehicle. Now, when they present themselves, whether you believe these are the chariots of Yahweh, they present themselves for the purpose of peace so far. There has not been any shootings, from what we've seen so far. But we've seen that the nations have been shooting at them. I'm going to encourage everybody not to. If I could, I'm gonna encourage everybody not to. Let's go to the scripture real quick. All right, let's go here. Cloud. Check this out. Real quick search. Baby, forgive me, just baby stuff. The word cloud is very important. Okay, when you go through the word cloud in the Bible, you're gonna find some very interesting things. And it shall come to pass, and I'll bring a cloud over the earth. It shall bow be set. So clouds are very important. We've seen the whole movie that was it. The one very talented artist did. And I apologize, the name escapes me. Keenan and Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele, Keenan Peele. So the names go together. Two excellent brothers. Y'all seen the movie that they did? Nope. all right, with the chariots, all right, and then the cloud ended up actually being a chariot, all right. So I want everybody to start looking at the word cloud in the Bible. You're going to find different contexts. Don't say that I'm just using the cloud for UFOs and chariots only. I'm saying that when you do, you will find very beautiful context, such as the word nimbus. Nimbus is a vehicle that even Goku rode on in Dragon Ball Z. Got your attention. So the Most High does terrifying things out of the clouds, out of the nimbuses, and we have been seeing these chariots be in the clouds. But see, the beautiful part about clouds also is that the word cloud and heavens is synonymous with the word waters. So now we're in the book of Second Esdras. Second Esdras, let's bring it all together. In the book of Second Esdras, this is a dream that the prophet Ezra had. Let's see what happens. And it came to pass after 7 days that I dreamed a dream by night. Do y'all mind if I play some Narayana? Can I play a little bit of music while we read? I like study music. Is that okay? Let's get this real quick. All right. I'll try not to be very long. All right. All right. If you want to, you can read ahead. I think you're gonna like what you hear. All right. So let's go to and then let me show you this too. I'm coming to this page. All right. So whenever I'm playing my study music, if you would like to listen to it, I listen to a group called the Bayman Brothers. All right. It's an old school group of men who were rockers, and then they transitioned their music. They transitioned their music over to study, focus, natural instruments. I've never heard a lot of these instruments that these men play. So I like to give salute to these elders for their ministry and their music that they do. You might like it, you might not, but this is my study music. All right. So let's go back to this. I want you all to see this. All right. And it came to pass after 7 days that I dreamed a dream, and lo, there arose a what? A wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. Now, the problem with this is when you read in Hebrew, Ibadiaf, you're going to see the word mayam. Mayam means heavens, and it means heavens. You have the heavens, which are the clouds in the sky. And then you have the mayams, the many waters that are on the earth. The issue that we're speaking here is that these chariots are coming from the mayamyam, the mayamyam, mayamyan. They're coming from the mayamyan. They're coming from the waters. They're coming from inside of the waters. So that's the very interesting part of this. This is no mistake for what people in the grid are recording and testifying. See, that's all Yahweh needs is a testimony. Yahweh needs a test. He don't need batteries. Yahweh don't need airspace. All Yahweh needs is a testimony. So you have people that are in Blue Mountain, Jamaica, testifying that they are seeing a wheel within the wheel, man. Now, I'm from the tribe of Benjamin, and sometimes I exaggerate things because I'm so passionate about what we do. But I can't do my. So I'm terrible, man. I'm Benjamin. They'll be like, stop, and I'll be like, okay, they call me just faking. They call me just faking. They call me just faking. The point is, their testimonies are far out from all over the world. And the same testimonies are that they're over the seas, they're coming out of the seas. Now, here's the scariest part of that. And lo, 2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 2, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea that had moved all the waves thereof, and behold, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled that were seen under him. See, the problem is that this is describing someone coming and them coming with a lot of whoever. So I want you to see this however you choose to. I'm going to teach my family how this is written for me. And I beheld, I looked, and lo, listen, that man waxed strong. I can't even make a strong body. I'm weak. With the thousands of heaven. Uh-oh. Now we have a separation of words. See, we like to study and read. I praise Yahweh outside. In verse 2, you have the word sea. These chariots are coming from out of the sea, not drones. If you want to use the word drone, I'd love to take the time to go through the etymology website to show you what the word drone means. All right. But I think I've already done that online, and we can do it again, and you can do it for yourself, and I can do this. Lo, there arose a wind from the sea that moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. So you have the sea in verse 2 and the heavens in verse 3. So these chariots are in the heavens and they come from the sea. Do you get where we're going? You see? Do you see? Verse 3. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, in case you don't know what the word countenance means, the word countenance means face. All right. And I am afraid of that, which we have seen in the scriptures before. All right, I'm trying to fix my window. We've seen in the scriptures before that when Yahweh came, he terrorized the people with his countenance. I don't know if y'all can see that. Y'all probably can. I'm doing the most. I'm making my screen do the wiggles and the do-dabbles. All right. I'm trying to get it to where it's right for me. I apologize, y'all. I don't have glasses. All right, there we go. That worked. I don't know if that works for y'all. That works for y'all. That works for y'all? Is that kosher? That's cool. Put a 7 in there. All right. Verse 3. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, of heaven. Let me read that again. We are in the book of 2nd Ezra. If you're not familiar with Ezra, this is the same Ezra from the very Old Testament. All right. It's the same Ezra. Okay. And I beheld, 2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 3. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled that were seen under him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth. Now, here's the part another part that bothers me. It doesn't bother me because it's a reality, but it bothers me because it's terrifying. People are hearing frequencies, and that's an issue. People are hearing roars all over the earth, and that's an issue. People are hearing booms all over the earth, like Solomon from Israelite Saints All About Christ. Solomon from the house of Israel. Anybody contact Israelite Saints All About Christ, Solomon will tell you they've been hearing booms in Memphis. So we're hearing sounds that are around the world, which goes along with this. It's going to get worse. So let's read on. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of the number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. So this is currently what the United States is talking about. I haven't heard Russia talk about it. I haven't heard China talk about it. I haven't heard Jamaica talk about it. I haven't heard Italy. I haven't heard nobody talking about shooting at the chariots except for the white man in America. I ain't heard niggas in the hood. I ain't heard the Arabs at the corner stores. I ain't heard the Ishmaelites, the East Indians way out in the suburb communities. I've only heard the government of America talking about shooting at objects they can't explain, which the Bible describes. Don't get mad at me. These are your senators. I told y'all I voted for Christ this year. And to all my Edomite European Caucasian friends, y'all know what it is. I want everybody to know. I want you to know. After this I behold, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of the number of four winds of heaven to subdue the men that came out of the word sea right there. Do you see the word sea? These chariots are coming out of the waters. But I beheld, and lo, he had graven himself a great mountain and flew up upon it. Now, this is very encouraging because while the nations are planning to go to war with this man that's coming from the sea with the great multitude of heaven, these multitude of heaven objects are literally physically here right now. But in this prophecy, they're going to be there. And whoever this man is, he's going to pause for the cause. And lo, he had graven himself. Think about that. If you make yourself a mountain, wouldn't that make you a god? Lo, he had graven himself a great mountain. Now, according to the Hebrew, according to Yasharallah, according to the culture of my forefathers, there is a sacred and holy mountain. And I believe that this place is going to be undefiled. There's not going to be any bloodshed there. It's going to be like virgin land, right? We've seen that in the Torah portion. Verse 6, but I beheld, and lo, he had graven himself a great mountain and flew up upon it. But but I would have seen the region or place wherein the hill was graven, and I could not. So we don't know where this is. We don't know this location, set apart place. Nobody, I don't think nobody. If anybody knew what his location was, don't y'all think that the CIA, the FBI, the government, the Men in Black? Oh, by the way, the FBI is asking you for help. So if you want to do your job as a good citizen, send all your information, your photos, send all those things that y'all send them to the FBI. Because now the Men in Black is asking for help. Isn't that interesting? The Men in Black ain't talking. Where's my Air Forcemen? Hey, where Air Forcemen? Speak up. There's many Israelites that are Air Forcemen, not just you specifically. Not just you specifically. All right, Army man. Where are my Navy men at? Where are my Navy Israelites? What y'all tell me? Y'all told me that when them chariots come, that suit gonna be standing there and you gonna move so fast, that suit gonna be there by itself. You thought I forgot? You remember? And I was cracking up. I was like, oh, that's funny. Because I was ranking. I'm like, oh, man, you in the military, homie. You serving white man. He was like, man, I'm serving Howard by Shem Mashiach out shot. I was like, yeah. He's like, man, that suit gonna be standing there. When them chariots come, I'm booked so fast, the suit gonna be standing there by itself. I was crying. So we need you, men of the Most High, that got that experience. Speak up. What do y'all see? Come on, Kwame Asharala. But 2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 7. But I would have seen the region or the place the hill was graven, and I could not. Verse 8. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. This is what you're seeing right now. Now, there are some fake videos. We're going to see a couple fake videos of people actually trying to fire at these. It's actually CGI edited videos. And then we're going to see some reports to where people actually have attempted to. So I'll leave those to those, all right? But this is a prophecy that the people would gather together against this man who comes from the sea with the thousands of the different shapes. Have y'all seen the ones in Mexico? Man, I bet Powers out Quantity now they on that right now. Like, I pray that they are. I pray that the Most High gathers them. I pray that the Most High gathers all of us. All right. Even if I'm wrong, I ain't telling you wrong. 2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 8. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. This doesn't make sense. All right, you have U.S. senators talking about shoot them down. We got to shoot them down so we can figure them out, so we can use them. Donald Trump right now, all right, which I ain't got nothing against him. You know, nothing against him. The man doing what he do. I like the way he talk personally. I mean, if you're gonna do what he do what he do. Help us to get out of this captivity. You want to send us home? Send us out of here, Donald. Do your thing. Give us shekels. Hey, Gentiles, start giving us shekels so we can start making moves, and then y'all can come with us. Judah Mack was right. The point of saying such is to say these nations that they're man, let's read this verse, man. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held a sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempest. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which had prepared to fight, and burned them up, every one, so that upon a sudden, of innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and the smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. These are the words that were written thousands of years ago before we were ever born. All right. I just want to encourage everybody. If you, hey, please share this out, Baba Kushah. You see, y'all know I ain't even monetized, man. I don't even do the whole bank account. I was like, we'd be all right. The birds, the Most High send birds to feed us, and he does. So, what we just looked at. Let me bring this back up on the screen share. All right, let me bring this back up on the what we just looked at. This should be interesting enough for you to consider. All right, this last part is what really caught my interest. Outside of the cast out of his mouth sparks and destruction. Hey, let me let everybody know too. This link that's up here is for you to join. If you want to join, hit this link right here. I'll bring you right in. Hit the link, go through the proper prompts. All right, come right in. Y'all should be talking to y'all lodging. Y'all should be talking to y'all pitney. Y'all should be talking to y'all children about this right now. All right, you have never seen this. I don't care how old you are. You have never seen this. I read. I like to study. Outside of the Bible, this is one of my favorite books. This is called Natural Historiae. This is volume 2. And salute to my beloved household, the house of Kratazaya, because they made sure our library was strapped up. All right. So this book gives history about events that happened before we were born. And I've never read, outside from the Bible, I've never read about what we're seeing right now. An elder said to me one time, show me a library, I'll show you your character. This is the library I want us to pay attention to. This is what the house of Kratazaya is paying attention to. I want everybody to come back up to this part right here. All right. Verse 2, arose out of the sea, moved all the ways thereof, and I beheld, and lo, that man was waxed strong with the thousands of the heaven. There's obviously a separation between sea and heaven right here. We're going to go back to this video. All right. Let's see what they're talking about.
So when all of this started happening, there were a bunch of people tracking planes and finding out that these objects are possibly coming from the ocean. Then now there's a sheriff that is using his infrared drone. I think this is in New Jersey, to capture these objects coming out of the water. And this is what he caught.
Oh man, now I'm surrounded.
So this is his drone monitor, and in it you can see him enabling the infrared and recording what's supposed to be a bunch of lights hovering over the coastline.
Was that real good water?
Now you can imagine that everyone is tense with.
All right, so I'm going to ask you, what's your opinion? What's your thoughts? All right, does the U.S., does the United States, does China, does Russia, does Germany, are any of them taking claim to this? Are any of them saying, yes, these are, these are ours? No one is. It's only those who are really not paying attention to the biblical prophecies that's right in front of us that are saying the crazy thing. It's only those who are so-called so brainwashed. Let me show you this. Let me show you this real quick. New Jersey drones update. When you go to New Jersey drone update 3 hours ago, y'all see this, family? You see this? 3 hours ago. Share this video with somebody, family. It's not going to stop updating. It's not going to stop updating. We are going towards, there is an apex to whatever's going on. And it's not on Netflix. It's not on Netflix. It's not on Pornhub. It's not on Xbox right now. It's not on PlayStation. It's right now in the sky. Right now, there's an update every hour of what's going on. All right. So I want to show you all something else. Let's go back to this window real quick. All right. It's my homie. My name is James LaFleur. James LaFleur, and this is the Impossible Channel. I want y'all to check out this channel, man. This brother, he's I keep calling him brother, but you know what I'm saying? The reality of it is, you know, I'm like that. You feel me? I ain't a hateful dude. I'm just not. You feel me? So this brother do good videos. Check this out. New Jersey drones. New Jersey drone update. Now look this out. I said, look this out. That's how you know I got a Benjamin family. Look this out. All right. That's not what yeah, it is. So every what's the timestamps on these? 11 minutes. Can y'all see that? 11 minutes. 11 minutes. So certain stuff, I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna tell you about Saturnalia. I'm gonna tell you about Christmas. I'm gonna tell you that we're going into the time frame of the Feast of Gathering. What? The Feast of Weeks, the Feast of First Fruits. That's the Holy Convocation that we're going into. We're going into the Feast of First Fruits, y'all. The Feast of Gathering, the Feast of Weeks. Let's look at this real quick. Let's get back to this. All right. Let's see. So I don't know if you all caught that, but what happened was the video was spliced together. All right. That's not to say that everything is fake, but that's why I said I like this guy's reports, because he'll evaluate stuff. He'll be like, oh, okay, hold on, wait a minute. Here's this. Wait a minute. And also I've learned how to use some of the apps and some of the go-tos that I use. All right. So I want to encourage everybody, don't fall for anything. Don't fall for everything. Some of the stuff is genuine, some of the stuff is not. Now, here's the problem. The original video still has the chariot in it. It's not that it's the video of somebody actually shooting at it. The edited version is somebody said, I believe that people are pushing hysteria to get people to start firing at the chariots. There's a governor, I don't remember his name, it was a senator. He was like, shoot him down. Once we shoot him down, we can do Independence Day, and then we can take their technology, we can make our cars go faster, Tesla. He was stupid with it. And people was like, yo, what are you talking about? Like, that's really how he was talking. Like, yo, we got to shoot him down. The Pentagon came behind this dude and said, we don't know him. He came in through the side door. His card was actually declined when he tried to come through security. The Pentagon came behind this man and said nothing that he said was true. All right. When I tell y'all we've been watching this for 4 weeks, since during the time of Tabernacle's time frame. Now, of course, I'm that one guy that's not the best in math. That's me. All right. 12 toes down. The reality of it is this right here. If you go back from Tabernacles, and we know even before then, the sightings increased, especially starting in the UK. All right. So in the UK, there was an orb that had came down at the airport, stopped all the flights. They was finished. They was like, what do we do? So it's all there. Let's see. The narrative is to promote people to fear. So now here's the part. When you got to start CGIing shots and something that's already creepy, that's bad. You see how messed up people's psyche is? They're forgetting the fact that there's a whole chariot flying in the sky, and they're focused on the fact that somebody added fake gunshots into it. Stay woke. Right, right. Now, and that's another thing. You see how he broke that down? There's not other videos of this. It's too low in quality. So they're promoting fear as if the chariots are firing, because you got some weird people that's out there that really have. I'm not mad at preppers. I salute the preppers. Okay. The scriptures also says that they're going to cry that the mountains fall on them. So you can dig yourself deep in as hole as you want to. You're going to be begging to your howl that the mountains fall on you still. So the only salvation is to be delivered through Yahweh and his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, who the world ignorantly and sometimes accidentally calls Jesus Christ. That's the only salvation. All right. So at that point, come as you are. Right. Now, check this. The propaganda of teaching fear is also a war tactic. You can get more military money, you can get funding, you can get granting, but you ain't thinking about saving souls, salvation, none of that stuff. Listen, I don't encourage nobody to fire anything. Save your life, defend your families, protect yourselves. But when you're looking at something that you don't understand, the first thing that you don't want to do is address with aggression and hostility. All right. So let's look at this real quick. Yeah, he says look for precepts. Everything's being covered up. So I personally think that there's a men in black thing going on. All right. There's a flashing that the social media that the people are doing because people are forgetting so much stuff. They're not paying attention to what's directly in front of them. All right. So movies do paint a narrative, and sometimes the Matrix narrative is in front of us. All right. Follow the White Rabbit, whatever, unplugged, whatever. All right. But following the same system, the same program, saying the same words, you'll end up doing and saying the same thing. All right, let's see some more. Let's see what he said. What you got? All right. Police crash drone. Police crash drone. All right. All right. Y'all know us, Yasharala. Y'all know us. We about to study. All right. Let's do this. All right. So if anybody rocking with Reddit, here it is right here. You can do this for yourself. Reddit. All right. All right. What he put in? Police crash drone. I don't know about that. Be careful of the propaganda that also fake radio broadcasts. Be on point. Hey man, come on, man. Look, man, get to the videos that you got on here. All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna fast forward everybody. All right. So here's something that you all can do if you would like to. You can download a police scanner app on your phone. So on my device, all right, on my devices, again, salute to Ashwan. All right, the Pod Creations. She made me a beastie 1611 King James phone case, 2 outer boxes. I dropped this mug, so-called waterproof. If one of them don't got service, I can Bluetooth, Wi-Fi to the other one. Where you at? I'm right here. Hold on, wait a minute. All right. So salute to the sister, your Pod Creations, man. She does an amazing job at all of her projects. All right. So let's get back to this real quick. All right. I've never seen that. I want to know where's that at. Space junk coming down. All right. So now I believe what James LaFleur, I believe what he's trying to do is show videos that change the subject. So for those of you that's paying attention, there's a separation between the drones, the man-made drones, Esau's drones, whatever nation drones. I want you all to look this up for yourselves because I've already looked it up. The world leaders that make these high-tech military drones, they are saying that these are not our machines. All right. They're saying we don't have the battery life. They're saying we don't have the maneuverability. They're saying that we don't have the ability to go in the water. They're saying we can't disappear like these. We can't change them. So now what James LaFleur is doing is he's showing the difference between the so-called drones and what I've been calling chariots. All right. Man, I got right in front of it. You did. Did y'all see that maneuverability? Okay, so this one was like, and it's right. This one is supposed to be a drone. This is supposed to be a chariot. All right. So let's see. Oh, stole. Oh, stolen. I know. Did y'all see that? I know what it looks like to get stolen. I've been stolen. I know what it likes to get stolen. That mug got stolen. I've never seen this video. That's why we call these peer reviews. I watch stuff sincerely. There was a flash. It got too close. You know, it got too close. There was a flash. There you go. Oh, oh, oh. Did y'all hear old girl? She was like, oh, oh, oh. She know it got stolen. That's do you realize how high that is? I don't. Okay, that's what E40 calls flashing. All right, that mug flashed on him. All right, well, welcome to New York. Where are my Bronx? Where my Queens? Where my New York, son? We go. Where you going, New York? Go to New York. Let's go back to that, son. That's crazy. Now, these are not CGI, family and friends. This is what's happening right now. Okay. If you don't think that's a problem, Yasharala, I don't know what to tell you. If you don't read the Bible, I would encourage you to pick one up right now and be like, hey, hey. See, you have a lot of Facebook famers, and these Facebook famers, their YouTube videos are clickbait, but they're not telling you what the scriptures say. And that's what I want to do. I want to say, listen, man, this is what the scripture says. This is what we're seeing in front of us right here, right now. And you might not have seen these videos because a lot of the videos that you're seeing are the media psyops propaganda videos or the clickbait videos. But you all need to we need to be able to see this and precept this. Where are we currently with our relationship with the Most High? Because remember, he told us in whatever state he catches us in when we get here, that's the state that we'll be taken in. So I just wanted to remind you of that. Oh, yeah. No. Okay, now I can actually see that as being fake, but also I can see that as being real. Now, what I don't see as being fake is this person's their reaction. I don't see this person's reaction as being fake. I don't know if I can. All right, that's cool. I guess I could. I don't see this person's reaction as being fake. Okay, so when we get and we start seeing, all right, things. All right, hold on, let's take a step back. I apologize. All right, that's something I look for too. And outside from just the CGI, outside from the graphics, I also look for the reality, the naturalness of it. Can I go and look up this information right here in Vietnam? Veres personas pueden. I would love to be able to say it freely right now, but yeah, I'm gonna blame it on the glasses. So here's the date, and for those of you who speak this specific language, all right, there you have it. All right, you can take this same thing, all you geniuses, copy paste, look it up, you big brains. All right. So here's the event again. Now that reaction, I mean, there was people over there on the sideline. There was a police squad car out there just watching. San Jose, Cali, where you at? That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot to see. Even with this, for like what I've seen, because I've praised Yahweh, He's allowed me to be able to see them, and oh man. So long story short, even with this, with your camera, salute to your pod creations again, appreciate you. Even with your camera sitting here holding it like this, y'all know when you look through a telescope, you have that refraction from the light and the lens and the glass and the air and all that stuff and the smudge. Oh, that light refraction is crazy, and cameras cannot pick up the glory of Yahweh's creations like the moon and her full beauty. You feel me? Like, so when you're looking with your natural eye, these colors are there. And what did the elder from the tribe of Banyamyan, which I promote, the elder said, he said, "The wheel within the wheel." All right. My calling them color neon lights. My bad. Yeah, I heard what he said. He said it was a funeral, so this wasn't no plaything. So just like the Zaquan in our language, Lashwan Kodash Hebrew, just like the elder said, these are wheels within wheels. These are flashing lights. Them not moving. West, man. All right, so there you have it right there. You can look this information up. Oyster Creek. All right, mysterious drone emerges out of the ocean and heads towards Oyster Creek nuclear plant, December 11th, 2024. Is that right now? I don't know what today's date is. I know we don't got close to What's today's date? Oh, yeah. That's right now. That's right now. So, Yashala, you know, I think it's worthy of paying attention to. I not only think that it's worthy of paying attention to, I think it's worthy of blowing your shofars for. I think it's worthy of you getting out your prayer blankets for your cloths. I don't want to cause nobody to be afraid, Master Stare, and nothing like that, but I love my God. And I kind of think that we should pay attention and, you know, we should watch for his signs. We should watch for his signs like Christ our King told us to, like the Torah portions that we be reading. Like the scriptures blatantly say, I'm not quoting the scripture. I'm saying like the scriptures blatantly say we should watch for the signs. I'm telling you right now, as far as I know in this young, wicked life that I've lived, we've never seen what we're seeing right now. If you can show me in any of these historical books, if you can show me any time frame to where the influx of chariots are being seen, if you can show me that, I'll be like, oh, you know what? Oops, my bad. I guess I'm oops. But if you can't show me that, then maybe you should reconsider things. Maybe we all should. All right. Let's get back to this real quick. We're going to get back to our screen share because I want you all to see more because there's a lot more to see. I don't have a curfew. All right. So let's start our screen share. All right. And then we're going to go to
on December 11th.
Right over my head. Let's see. It doesn't seem to be bothered by a spotlight.
So this was in Houston, Texas. Let's map these guys out. We got these things over Houston, Texas. Argentina. And now also in Vietnam. This is crazy. So the question is, are the drones and the UFOs the same thing? Are they coming from the ocean? So let's map these new drone sightings and try to find out.
Now, if you can for yourself, pay very close attention to this. All right. We're going to go back just a step. All right. We're going to go back just a step. Pay close attention to this. I said pay close attention to this. All right. Oh, man, I caught him on a bad photo. My bad, homie. My bad, James.
It was the same thing. Are they coming from the ocean? So let's map these new drone sightings and try to find out. So these are the drone sightings that we have for now. And it seems that the pattern that I see here is that they're very close to the coastline. So it might just be that whatever these drones are, they are indeed coming from the ocean.
Stop. Let me help you out with something. There was a group of people, and I hope that y'all can see this very well. Let me make this a little bit larger. All right. There was a group of people that were sold from right up in this area. This is the continent of, as we know, Africa. These people are called the children of Israel. The children of Israel were scattered throughout North, South, Central America, throughout the four corners of the earth. There's this very specific place that they were taken. It's called the transatlantic slave trade. The Most High said that he would either gather us from the furthest parts of Asia. And something that's very funny to me is this looks like the constellation of Aries. So why do I say that? Because Passover, holy convocations, I like to pay attention to things. I gotta map this. Like, yo, what constellations does this look like? What constellations look like to you? Can you see the transatlantic slave trade? Can you see that these things are coming from the North Pacific Ocean? This side over here, the North Atlantic Ocean. We have the Southern Pacific Ocean region, and then we have the North Pacific Ocean region again over here or further over. All right. Coastlines. My favorite part about this is that we read about it. I like comic books. Comic books help you to see things, but the Bible helps you to see things ahead of time.
Ocean, possibly from whatever these UFOs are, which makes things really weird.
Someone called the cops on these lights.
It's a red light, and then there's a big, big bright light.
They're absorbing around it.
So let's quickly take a look at some of the leaks that are showing up all over Reddit, Twitter, 4chan of what.
All right, so you all be able to find the information. This video here, I'll put his link up. I want to speak on a few things. One of the last videos that we seen, it looked like a video game. And I don't know if you all remember this, but let me take a step back real quick. First, let's look at this part of the clip. Now, this is all live, all right? I haven't seen this video before. It's our first time together. Here's the problem, all right? Yeah, you see it. You see it right there. Now, watch this. This light that's inside of the ocean, all right, not only are these lights coming from inside of the waters, they're also in the heavens, as we just read. Now, I want you to see something that's very interesting. First of all, the speed that is moving underwater is just ridiculous. All right. But I want you to see something else. Stop. Y'all see this? Look at this. Now, I'm not the best at math. I don't have a problem saying I'm not the best at math. All right. But I want you all to see something. Count with me, Israel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stones on the Levite's breastplate. And it's the exact same formation. The other part about this is that this reminds me of a very specific funny video game that I used to play as a child, right? Right? I wonder, do you all remember this game? I'm gonna see if I can pull it up on my screen real quick. I'm gonna try to slide in. What video game does this look like to you? What video game does this look like to you that was made by Atari? See if you type the answer in the room. I'm trying to get it to search. It won't search for me. What do y'all think? I'm going to get my answer now. You ready? The video game Galaga. Galaga. Remember Galaga with the space aliens? And it was up in there like... Galaga. They were going down in that whole video. I've seen that video because that's not new as far as within this past month. Each one of those orbs, chariots, lights, they went down in the water in order, in synchronization. All right, this is in Cali. All right, you have the larger light with the smaller lights gathering around it. And that's not just scary, that's peculiar because we haven't seen this before. All right. Yeah. Yeah. What are those birds? What are those drones?
Will try to fly their drones close to these things. They can't.
My drone does not want to go up with these things around. There's no way the battery's dead. It's fully charged.
It's 0.
What is going on?
They're trying to get a heat signature from these things. They can't. Everything points to the fact that whatever these things are, its technology is way more advanced than ours. There's this leak over here. I'm not going to show it entirely because I don't think I can here on YouTube. But this guy says that the drones are not ETs or Iranian or anything like that. They're sniffers from us. And they're desperately trying to find gamma ray emission. And that would mean the things we see in movies. So I don't think that's the real deal. But it does kind of make sense.
Hey, that was nice the way he said that. He said, I don't think that that is the real deal. In other words, what he's saying is this dude's report is BS. He's saying, hey, look, I'm gonna say it for you, James LaFleur. What you said was stupid. What that dude said was stupid. Not James LaFleur. He was like, I don't think that's what it is. Whoever did this so-called report, what they're trying to say is that these are in-house government drone sniffers testing for radiation. here right before that, I don't know if y'all caught this. This is one of my favorite parts of the video, to where you have Israelite friends and families that are saying that these are drones, when you have people that are drone operators. People that are drone operators. Booyah. I seen this video right here. Hold on, wait. I don't know. Let me going in. Wait. Hey, well, hey, hold on, man. Hold on. I don't even know. I'm sorry. I don't know what he was. It's probably a good song, Maxwell. It's probably a good song, but it's not vibration. All right. So back to this real quick. You have people again that are drone operators that are they're just blatantly saying that these are not ours. Ours don't even work around them. Ours, we can't even get a heat signature off of these chariots, but they're giving off blinding lights. Come on, family. What light do you know that don't give off heat? Even my light bulb right here give off heat. My light bulb give off heat. My lighter give off heat. This little mouse gives off heat. My body gives off heat.
Everything points to the fact that whatever these things are, its technology is way more advanced than to Reddit a day ago, an intelligence bulletin that states that when a downed or landed drone is found, it should not be approached. It says here, number 7, request the nearest bomb squad. So why? Then we got this leak over here that happened just recently on Reddit. This guy says he knows what the operating drones are. And he goes on to explain how he's been a 25-year radar operator for a major agency. So the drones are part of a military drill, he says, being conducted.
Now, I want to say there's an Ock that I spoke to on Facebook, and he was like, it's the drone. I'm a drone operator. And I was like, Ock, I'm a drone operator. And the reality of it is you have different levels of drone operators. And I may not be at the level of drone operator he is. He may be a very high-class drone operator. I am going to say that I'm a very low-class drone operator. All right? So salute to all you drone operators. What's your opinions? What's your say-so? You feel me? What do you think? Do you think that? And if you know about Reddit, you feel me? What's your opinion on the information that comes out on Reddit? All right, I don't have an opinion on it.
Conducted by Space Force. Everything is on a need-to-know basis, which is why there's so much confusion. What gets me concerned and why I had to make this post is that something big is about to go down. I happen to know that there are additional full lockout drills that are scheduled to take place between now and Christmas Eve. He believes that this is a big show that someone's putting out. In other words, a fake alien invasion. So he says that in conjunction with all that's happening, there are also scheduled satellite launches off the books, which have been occurring since October. So this is all very weird, because I was thinking about the video we just saw from China.
What?
And there were a lot of people leaving comments stating that that video was actually a downed satellite. So if it is the case, could be one of these that's being launched in secrecy.
All right, so there's one. There's 3. Another one.
Look at all. No, that's more than that was just there. And it's like it just appeared.
Wow. Just realized my microphone was muted. All right. So what we just did was we just shared the information of Flavius Josephus, Antiquities of the Jews. All right. And it shows us that in the month of Xanthicus, this is when we were delivered from slavery and from captivity. Our nationality was in slavery in Egypt before we came to America, the Americas. And yes, some of us were in the Americas. But if your descendancy goes back to the transatlantic slave trade, the trans-Sahara slave trade, then you should claim that. All right. Mine does. Father and mother side. All right. Neither one of them were born here in America. No. Both of my father and mother descendants are the transatlantic slave trade descendants, and both of them know it. Please don't make me call Grandma Tilly's side. Over St. If you from St. Louis and you from that whole Reynolds, Williams, Tilly family, shalom. All right, because they'll tell you. So this is when we were delivered. So in this time frame of the constellation of Aries is when the start of our Passover is. If you start Passover after Aries, you're too late. Before Aries, you're too early. So during the time when the sun is in Aries is when this elder tells us that Passover starts. And this isn't too hard for the Israelite community and the world to start practicing. All right. Let's go over to this window real quick as we start to wind this video down. All right. So if we see from this app, which is a website, it's a good website, timeanddate.com, we are in what's considered to be Wayne Gibbous ending phase of full moon. I want to encourage everybody that while we're going from now, start counting 14 days backwards, and we will be during the time frame of what's called new moon. New moon is the opposite of full moon. All right. Dark moon is the opposite of the full moon. So start counting 15 days, and then you're going to see that time frame come up. All right. Let's go to this next window. Joel chapter 3. Now, remember in the beginning of this video, I said that it could be one of these things. It could be the Hyperboreans. It could be the people of Lemuria. It could be Hitler's secret army. It could be the Most High chariots first, right? And also, it could be AI. AI super advanced all of a sudden took off. All right. I ain't heard nobody do no report. I ain't heard nobody do no reports talking about AI is made. These are AI. Ain't nobody said AI. Give glory and credit to Yahweh B'Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. Give glory and credit to Yahweh B'Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. Give glory and honor to Yahweh B'Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. Joel chapter 3, verse 1. We're going to wind this video down. All right, let me shut these windows down. That'll help the computer run faster. All right. All right. Joel chapter 3, verse 1. For behold, in those days and at that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. Let's read that again. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. Listen, this is talking about the gathering of the 12 tribes of Israel. Whether you are from the northern kingdom, whether you are from the southern kingdom. Ma'ama, she's northern kingdom all day. Ma'aba, he's southern kingdom all day. Deep southern roots, North American Indian roots. A man said to me one day, "You ain't no Indian," and I got livid. But I had to hold it together. That same man one day, he said to me, I had on a garment, man. The Most High says, "Put on your beautiful garment." The brother had on a garment. The brother said something unsavory to me. And in my head, I was like, "You're going to be hearing from the Jewish Defamation League soon, son." I don't know why I said that. I think I said that because I love my culture. I love my roots. I love my heritage, my nationality. We know who we are. We should live and operate as who we are. If you are still living like, what the world teaches that you are, then maybe you should readjust your perspective, because the scripture says that in this time frame, the Most High is going to do something specific to a specific group of people. When I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. In case you all do not remember, that's what we read over here in the book of 2nd Esdras. 2nd Esdras chapter 13, this is the valley of Jehoshaphat. In the valley, this is the same thing. 2nd Esdras chapter 13. But I beheld, and lo, he graved himself a mountain and flew upon it. But I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight, right? And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted his hand, nor held the sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he sent out casts and sparks of tempest, and they were all mixed together. I know I'm reading fast, but I hope you all are keeping up. This is very scary. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which were prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, but only the smell of dust and smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. Let's go back to that. Let's say a green prophecy instead of precept. Let's go back to this green prophecy, because this hasn't happened yet. But these two prophecies allude to the same event. I will also gather all nations, Joel chapter 3, verse 2. I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people. Now let's do this extra part. And this part is fun, which is what we like to do. So we're going to go to the tools part. Yep, you knew I was going to do it. We're going to scroll all the way down, nations, into the valley, Jehoshaphat, and will plead. This word plead is shapat. All right. Is that shapat or shapat? Shapat. Yeah. Let's see what this word means. Specifically, to act as a lawgiver or to judge or as a governor of God and man. So when you read that verse and will plead with them, it don't mean that when Christ comes back, he's going to be begging. It don't mean he's going to be apologized. It don't mean he's going to be like, I come to die for your sins. Nope. It means he's going to be accusing the nations of what they're doing. I'm sorry. Did you just shoot at my chariot? I'm sorry. Did you enslave my children? I'm sorry. Did you put your neck on the son? Or did you put your knee on the neck of one of my sons while he was screaming he couldn't breathe? Wait, I'm sorry. Did you disembowel the ones that I sold into your hand? Wait a minute. Did you hang them from trees? Last hired, first fired. There's a lot of abominations that happen all over the world. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, he's coming back to judge, to govern, to vindicate, to punish, to act as a lawgiver, to judge or governor of God, man, to rule over, to judge, to decide controversy of God and man, to execute judgment, discriminating man, and vindicating. This is a very bad thing. So when you read the scriptures, you have to make sure that you're reading in the proper Hebraic context. I am not the best studier. I only read what I see, and this is what I see. If I'm seeing it wrong, maybe you can tell me. I will also gather all nations and bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will vindicate with them there for my people and for my heritage, Yashar Allah. Guess what? I'm an Israelite. Maybe I'm a Hamite. Maybe I'm a Canaanite. Maybe I'm a Cushite. Maybe I'm a Zibbalite. Maybe I'm a Wobble-Double-Double-Lite. Still not telling you wrong. Maybe I'm the Gentile and you the Israelite. We're still trying to prepare for the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob to return. He says he will plead there for his people and for his heritage, Yashar Allah, whom they have scattered amongst the nations and parted my land. When the scripture says they, we have to look at this part. Whom they have, he says, for my people, see, Yashar Allah is a people. And for my heritage, that's the culture that he laid out for us. Yashar Allah, whom they have scattered among the nations. Our people have been scattered and sold throughout North, South, Central America, interior of Africa, and these same angles that you see. Why was I able to draw that? It's like this. It's a triangle. It's a triangle of V, and then it comes over. I wonder if you turn that a certain direction, will you see anything? Will the pattern of where these chariots are going, will they be the pattern of Paleo Hebrew characters? Will they be a symbol? Who they have scattered amongst the nations and parted my land. Let's read on the verse. And the verse reads, and they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for harlot, and they sold a girl for wine that they might drink. This is what happens, especially in the, well, it happened throughout the captivities, but specifically to the Israelites that was in the Caribbeans. All right, they were specifically sold for barrels of rum. All right, the Israelites that were sold throughout the Caribbeans that were working the sugar plantations, etc., they were sold for liquor, for alcohol. You feel me? For wine, for sugar. And then you look at them like, yo, why do y'all have a high diabetes rate? They was working in sugar cane and sugar fields. They was sucking on sugar cane. They was beaten for eating sugar. It was an addiction. That's why I think Zaquan Netanyahu, I think he a Benjamin. You know what I'm saying? But also, what else? Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. They like, come, man, they want. That song is about slavery. Come count my bananas. I want to come. I want to go home. So let's get back to this. All right. We see these coasts. We see these things happening. We'll finish it off with these last scriptures that we were reading. All right. And I can only tell y'all what I see. You might not see it the same, but at least, you know what I'm saying. Right here. All right. I'm not making this up. The Most High said that they cast lots for my people and given a boy for harlot and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. Yea, and what have I to do with you, O Tyre, and all of the coast of Palestine? In other words, what do I have to do with you, African? That's exactly what this is talking about right here. O Tyre, Zidon, and coast of Palestine. This is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And yes, he's the God of the whole world. He's the God of the Arabs. He's the God of, he made, created everything. He specifically chose Hayaladim Yasha'Allah, the children of Israel. And the children of Israel were sold in the hands of slavery by the Africans, Ethiopians, the Egyptians, Canaanites, Somalians. We were sold into slavery by them into the hands of the people of Palestine, which the inhabitants of the land at the time were the Arabs. The Most High says, will you render me a recompense? He said, you're going to pay me back for what you did? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your head? Because you have sold, because you have taken my silver and my gold. He says, well, even if you try to give it back to me, I'm going to slap it out your hand and I'm going to pay you back. You can't pay back what you've done wrong in the case of rape, robbery, and murder. We have to go there. This is what God is talking about in this verse. He's talking about his children being sold into the hands of the people across the land. And then he says something very peculiar. This peculiar part has to go along with these chariots that we see in the sky. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Because you have taken my silver and my gold and have carried into my temples my goodly and pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have he sold into the Grecians. Let me help you out right here. Grecians, we know that the original Greeks had a dark hue, but the original Grecians, children of Yafat, the Ionians, you have to ask yourself, instead of me teaching or speaking to you, who do you say the Greeks are? If you think about the Greeks, who does the Bible say that the children of Israel were sold to? The Grecians. What do the Greeks look like? Who are the Greeks? Who are the Grecians? Pull up some images. Uh-oh. So when the Bible says that the children of Israel were sold into the hands of the Greeks, the Grecians. Let's go back to the scriptures. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold, this is slavery, unto the Grecians, that ye may remove them far from their borders. We were sold and removed far from our borders. Please never forget the transatlantic slave trade. I want all my European, Caucasian, Edomite friends, when you see me, hug me. Tell me you love me. Because if you're my friend and if you're a Gentile, if you're not from my nationality, you know me, you know I wear fringes, and you know I love you. So if you see me, tell me you love me. And if you don't, then I'm going to know. Behold, I will raise them out of the place where ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your head. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hands of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off. For Yahweh hath spoken it. well, this is very interesting. This scripture right here specifically tells us that the children of Israel will sell the people who sold them into slavery, into the hands of another nation or another people, the Grecians, the people far off. So, wait, the Sabians? Now, the fun part about this verse is that you may know who the Sabians are, but I don't. Also, this prophecy is talking about when Yahushua comes back. See, if you tell me that this already happened, then you telling me that Christ already came back. Wrong. If you tell me that this prophecy already happened, that means the children of Israel have already been gathered out of the place that we were sold in captivity. Wrong again. So this scripture right here, prophecy, tells us about a people that are coming, and we will sell the people who sold us into slavery into their hands. That's very biblical. Now, I don't know if you have a Bible or not in your own home, but I'm going to encourage you to get and read this exact same scripture. I want you to see that I didn't make this up. I want you to see that I'm not putting things together. All right. I also want to show you something. Remember, I said that it could be a couple different things. Remember, I said that, you know what? I don't know everything. Remember that? Remember, I was like, you know what? It could be the Sabians. It could be, I didn't say it could be the Sabians. Wait, did I say it could be the Sabians? I did. I said it could be the Sabians. I said it could be the Sabians. So remember, I said it could be the Sabians, the people far off. I want y'all to pay very close attention to this real quick. A while back in the year 1994, there was a video that was made called Space Traders. And what happened on the movie Cosmic Slop was that anybody who had a certain percentage of melanin, they were picked up by chariots. Now, the beautiful part about this is I read this in the Bible. Now, you're going to have some cool Negroes that's going to have on all white shirts, going to be like, woo! God bless America. Hell no, I won't go. Now, that's real. Hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't. All right, I think the symbology of this is delicious because the man has on it's stocky Negro too. He ain't got no beard though, so you ain't that stocky, homie. I know little homies. I know no face homies. I know no face, no case homies that got beards right here, more beard than you, man. They still more stocky than you, homie. You know why? Because they real men. Real men. So anyway, you're gonna have them sellout brothers. These hell no, we won't goes. All right. Oh, hell no. You see? So with that being said, I want everybody to get a glimpse of this. I want everybody to check this out. Okay. It's called Space. This is just for your personal entertainment. All right. All right. Very interesting, huh? I'm gonna copy this link and I'm gonna give it to you. All right. Freely receive, freely shall give. All right. Let's go back to this. We're going to end off this video right here, man. I need y'all to come, man. There's so much to see, so much to show. I want to encourage Yasha Allah to do more, to say more, to study more, to be more. You feel me? If you see something, say something. If you see something that's out of the ordinary, it's out of the normal, this ain't normal, Yasha Allah. This ain't normal. What's normal? You think it's regular? What you going to do? You mean to tell me while you sitting there watching, you ain't doing nothing, you ain't got no job, you sitting there laying on the couch, you might as well. The reality of it is, this is not normal. We have a commission to blow the trumpet. We have a commission to blow the shofar. We have a commission to warn the people. You've never seen this in your life. We've seen it on movies. We've seen it on Independence Day. We've seen it in cartoons. But this is right now, 2024. Don't you love look at that. Don't you love your God, your people, your family enough to tell them the truth? Now, y'all think that what's going on in front of us is an isolated incident. I want to tell y'all it's not. Remember I told y'all, what do you see right here? What do you see right here, friends and family? All right, let's pull it up. Here we go. Let's take this mug chop down. what do we see right here, everybody? This is the pattern and the path of where we're seeing these events take place. All right. Let's check out this brother's clip real quick. Let's run it back just enough to where we can get a. All right, I want y'all to see this.
The ocean that exists for more than 100 years. And this kind of coincides with the mapping that we did of these objects that appear to be emerging from the water. There are also sheriffs talking about this. There are also people that are observing this.
Transatlantic slave trade. I gotta say, I was trying so hard not to say nothing. Don't take me to the movies. I'm gonna be like, run, the monster's right there, man. You better beat them up. Listen, transatlantic slave trade. If you can't see that, you blind.
So it seems that whatever these things are, they're coming from the ocean. That is a very, in my opinion, trustworthy leak. The other leaks, not so sure about it. Now, there's also another thing. These drones, we don't know if they are ours or not. They don't seem to be the same thing as the UFOs or the orbs. They seem to be different things. So it could just be that the UFOs are coming from the ocean, possibly from very ancient constructions that some people believe it to be.
And that's the video I was talking about earlier. So this looks like the game Galaga. Y'all remember that game, Galaga? And it was a spaceship that was in the sky, and they went side to side. And as they were going side to side, they would come down, and then the military would have to shoot them. Y'all see the police passing by right there. Look at this: 3, 6, 9, and then there's 12 because there was some that there was 3. There was some that already went down. All right. So this is a edited clip of the first part that we had seen. Right, and then again, remember everybody, that's the same number, same pattern of the Levite's breastplate in the sky, going in the water. Come on, man. I mean, do with it what you will. Do with it what you will. But you mean to tell me after seeing this, after thinking about this, after hearing this, you can just go back to watching your favorite X-rated porn show, movie? You can just go back to playing and just not think. You can just go back to just watching Hulu. You can just go back. So you telling me you can see this, and it's not going to be on your brain, it's not on your mind right now? We might not have very many things in common.
Constructions that some people believe it to be alien in origin. And there is evidence on Google Earth, and they have recently been scrubbed, like this video, for instance, in Malibu, I think, California. You can see what looks like an alien base or some sort of construction, and this has been mentioned by the alien community for a while now, and it has been completely scrubbed. There's also this other picture on Google Earth. This is in Antarctica, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like some sort of...
Now, I don't know about that because now, and Google Earth and all that stuff is amazing to use. I like it. You would have to show me the exact coordinates. So if anybody can see that, which I'm going to tell you right now, I can't. I can't. It's like I can't. I was talking to my mom because I can't. But I guess I can. If you can get those coordinates, if anybody can pull that up on Google Earth, show me that on Google Earth. Show me that that's not. I want somebody to prove that to me. Prove me that that's not what it is.
Or UFO, downed UFO. And there's also this picture here of a pyramid that was found in Antarctica.
That looks too
you could actually search for it on Google Earth. You cannot find it anymore.
That looks too CGI.
So it could just be that whatever's going on, the drones are our technology, and they're surveilling for some sort of gamma ray emission. That kind of makes sense. And we also have these UFOs that are coming from the ocean that are also surveilling close to nuclear power plants for some mysterious reason. And now we have a bunch of videos popping up all over social media of people reporting these strange interferences.
Now, this is where I want to bring Zephaniah Big Judah in, all right? And I was hoping I can get the brother on, man. So let me see if we can get him on real quick. I'm going to end off the video with this. And this is because we have a testimony of the brother actually going through this, all right? So let me see if I can get the brother Zephaniah Big Judah on, and we'll get his own testimony. So he actually gave me a call. I believe it. I don't know what time it was. Brother gave me a call in the wee hours of me being slobbering on my couch. You know, it was like, you sleep? No, I'm asleep. Hey, man, get up right now, man. Wake up right now, man. I need to go watch my video, man. We just have mine. Hey, man. This man said, man, to me so many times, man. Man, I wonder if, but his witness, his testimony was that he was truly shooken up. He shared his video on YouTube, on his Facebook. And There we go. Yabarakakai, how about Shama Shalom, beloved saint.
Shalom, brother. How you doing?
Man, I'm very glad. I'm very honored to be able to have you on, man. We live right now. We're going over a few things, man. And I was telling the people about your testimony, man. But nobody can tell your testimony like you, brother. So recently there was some interference with electricity, and it happened. It's happening around the world. It happened here in Cincinnati, Ohio. For me and my experience, we were sitting in a gas station. There was a power outage while me and my partner was going to do delivery. There was no emergency. There was no trucks down. There was no, but the entire section was no electricity. After that, we drove to a different part of Cincinnati, Ohio, and there was constant flashing lights, but rapid patterns of flashing lights while the rest of the city had electricity right across the street. So that was also in connection with the radio. All right. So we had the radio interference, and this was all on the same day, Zephaniah. You gave me a call a couple of days ago, brother. Would you mind telling your testimony, sir?
Man, I don't mind, King. Man, bro, with the words, man, because, you know, like I told you that night, bro, I was scared shitless, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, people kind of downplaying this situation, man, and man, what we don't understand, bro, is crisis might be right down the street, bro. But me and my wife, man,
okay, legit, I had to like pull over and like.
We was on the way home from running some errands, man, and we get ready to turn on the street, you know, leading to our house, man. You know, it sounded like something was going on with the car. I don't know if y'all ever seen the movie Independence Day. It was one of those alien movies where them folks was communicating, you know what I'm saying, like making like certain type of noise over the airwaves. But we didn't think that, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't even thinking it. You know what I'm saying? We was just thinking that there was something going on with the car. You know, we could. My daughter was watching Norbit over the radio.
Now forgive me. Let me ask you a question. So while you are riding, now who all's in the car with you?
It was me, my wife, and my daughter.
You, your wife, and your daughter. So that's three. And your family. You all are practicing believers, correct?
Absolutely.
That part. Where was you traveling through?
Man, I'm coming down. I'm in Bartlett. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's kind of like that's the decent part of town here in Memphis, man. So I'm coming down Bartlett. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting ready to turn on my street because I live in Bartlett. You know what I'm saying? And I'm turning on not my street that I actually stay on, but a couple of streets leading up to my street. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, like I told you, I had no idea about none of this. You know what I'm saying? This is where it's gonna kick off here. Like I said, I had the strange noise come through my radio while my daughter was listening, and we thought it was something wrong with the car. So, you know, once we get down the street and get close to my house and turn on my street, it stopped. So, you know what I'm saying? Me and my wife was talking about, you know, we gotta go ahead and get this car turned in, man, you know, get another car, whatever. So I go in the house and I look at this guy on TikTok. His name is Truth something. I forgot. I can't. You remember? I don't remember his name, but I'll find it out once I get done telling the story. But I just went on his page, you know, just so happen because he's been tracking the chariots, and you know, he's a Hebrew guy. You know what I'm saying? He's funny with his deliverance and stuff like that. So I click on one of his videos, and one of his videos was talking about the drones. Like if the drones are close to you or near you, you know what I'm saying? You will pick it up in your car. You pick it up on radio interference, and he got to showing different videos of people in Jersey and different places, and you know, over across the world where these people has been right there by the drones, and they picked it up in a radio, bro. I could have crapped a building, bro. Like my heart dropped from my chest to my butt, bro, because we was right under the junk. I had no idea that I was going to run into that video. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm just telling you that I'm thinking that there's something wrong with my car. I go on this my page, and he got several testimonials, several videos showing where people has had the same interference across the globe, and I had no idea I was going to run into that video, bro. When I ran into that video, I called my wife quick. She thought it was something wrong with me because, I've been a little sick here lately, and she come running. You know what I'm saying? I said, Judith, look at this. Man, when I showed her that, my tears started running down her eyes. You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, We don't know what's going on, King, but the scriptures say every eye shall see, man, and it's a default. Everybody's frantic. Everybody's spooked. These folks, you know, you white folks ain't got no answers. They think they do, and what they trying to do, they saying drones to keep people from a mass hysteria. You know what I'm saying? Because if they sit here and say that this is UFOs or whatever the case may be, in which the people ain't dumb, you know what I'm saying? But they using drones for mental programming for people not to just really go ballistic, bro. But those in the knowing, we know what this is. We know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? They just don't. And some of them may do. They just don't want to say it based off, like I said, man, the world going to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be mass hysteria, man. But in my opinion, bro, we got to tighten up. We got to tighten up.
I want to tell you, Thawada, for your testimony. We're watching the video right now, and while you were speaking, it's showing reports around the world. It says Memphis, Tennessee lights are blinking everywhere with no internet in some parts. And this is exactly, I'm telling y'all, as Zephaniah is giving his testimony, as they seen what they seen, as they heard what they heard, as sure as the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is real, the Most High says, swear not at all. The Father is real. He is doing what he said he was going, what he was going to do. I have just this same week seen what we are telling y'all we've seen. Right now, this video is showing in Memphis, Tennessee, these lights that are blinking. You know, this is the same thing that I seen when I was, you know, at my contract. And I'm starting to wonder, was this the same day that Zephaniah had his experience? All right. I'm starting to wonder if so. And I want to encourage everybody to keep a closer eye and watch out. Zeph, man, you got anything you want to say to the people, man? We're going to start to end this down. I don't got no curfew, but I got some stuff to do, bro. You got anything you want to say to the people, family?
Man, all I'm saying is, man, watch and pray, man. Watch and pray. You know, keep your eyes open. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, we all got battles and we all got things that we fight with. We got to encourage each other, man, and don't be filthy. Please, man, we got to fight it. I know it's hard. I'm battling.
I'm battling.
You know what I'm saying? But we got to be encouraged, bro. We got to really, man, all of these different arguments about this, that shit out the window, bro. We got to hold on to each other, man, harder than ever now, man. You know, the shot clock is off. You know what I'm saying? We really, Zephaniah 2 and 1, we got to gather ourselves together, bro. We
nation of desire. That's right. We got to pray. Yeah, we got to pray.
We got to pray. We got to hit our face, bro. And we got to be, you know, we got to love each other, man. And we got to real deal tighten up, man. You know, this ain't the time to be hating one another and fighting each other over weightier matters, bro. We are at the buzzer, bro. We at the buzzer. This ain't no joke. Like I said, man, it's terrifying. You know
it's terrifying. It's terrifying. And it's irritating to me that our nation, the people who know so much, Kwame Yasharala, you know what I'm saying? It's like they're afraid to speak up because it's like they don't want to be wrong. And then at the end of it, people be like, oh, see, it was a blippity blap. And y'all look, no, listen, man, this is unexplainable. And we as Yasharala, we know what these scriptures say. At least we profess that we do.
Even if it is still your warnings. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is strengthening up your faith for you to understand that it ain't that far, regardless of what a person might try to come with, what they might try to say. It ain't this, it ain't that. Okay, cool, bro. I ain't gonna argue with you. It's not the season for me to fight with nobody. You know how I move, bro. If that ain't what you think it is, that ain't what you think it is. I'm not gonna argue with you. Everybody you gotta seek out your own salvation with fear and trembling. If you don't think that's what it is, hey, keep moving how you moving or whatever you're doing. But for me, it's enough. It's enough. You know what I'm saying?
For me, it's enough. For me, it's enough. For me, it's enough.
The Most High say he gonna send his signs and wonders, bro. And if this ain't no signs,
if this ain't, the scripture says a faithless generation desireth after a sign. I don't know how much more of a sign we need. I don't know how much more. I don't know outside from, you know, the heavens opening up and the earth pouring out water from her mouth. I don't know how much more of a sign we need outside of from a humongous boat. You know what I'm saying? The Most High, he's just amazing, man. I want to say the water to you.
Not only that, King. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna let you roll. They said 50 came out of the water, King. 50 of them came out of the water.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that?
Out of the water,
bro. Did y'all hear that, family and friends? Y'all hear that?
50.
Y'all hear that? Hey, you can't make this stuff up, Zephaniah. The moment that you said that, I just put our video clip on the part where it's showing the pattern of the rising of these chariots. They're coming out of the water on the coastlines. This man said there's one report of 50. And we just read 2nd Ezra chapter 13, where it says that mighty one, Christ him King, shall come out of the waters, out of the seas, with his thousands of the heavens. So we just read that. Go ahead.
And I don't know no drone that can go on the water without getting messed up.
Hey man, submersible drones?
I don't know about them, Gene. I ain't seen them. That's electricity. I mean, that's an electronic device. You know what I'm saying? They might have them, but not no damn 50 and not this big.
Hey man,
coming from out of the water, bro. And then they all over. They not okay. If there was drones, okay, cool. One state is cool. Two, bro. These folks are going from state to state. How many? No, bro. No, bro.
That man said, "Denial, denial." Put that on a T-shirt. How many? Denial. Hey man, denial.
Nah, bro.
Nah.
From state to state, bro.
Denial. From state to state. I'm done, son. Just like this is something I've never seen. That's a word I ain't never heard. Two things. Denial.
Nah, bro. Yeah, that's that. I'm telling you, King. Like I said, bro. You know, I've been burning your phone up, King. You know, I you know my flaws. I'm not one of the type of brothers and sisters. They hear me. I'm not that type of brother, man, that's gonna sit here and act like I got it all together, because I don't. You know, I'm battling, but I want to be right, and I'm trying to be right. You know what I'm saying? And as I said before, this is the time for us all to hold tight for each other, man, and hold on to each other, man, because our King is coming, man.
Our King is coming is the point. Our King is coming is the point. Our King is coming is the point. And when he does come, by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua, as we read, as we've seen, every knee will bow, every tongue will confess. And I want to be on the side of the ones that was saying, I was telling them, and I want to be on the side of the ones that was, he says, well done. Now, good and faithful servant. I don't want him to say to me, away from me, I never knew you work iniquity.
Work of iniquity.
I've sinned, yeah, that part. I've sinned again, and I pray that this day forward, all of Yashala stop bringing, all you Goyim, Gentiles too. I'm going to tell y'all to cleave to Israel too. All right? Cleave unto the truth. Okay? Everybody, this is the time of consideration and repentance. All right, I want to say water to our big brother Zephaniah, Big Judah, who's a consistent minister, man, in season, out of season. That man went in the wilderness and was teaching and came back stronger, man, and came back with more soldiers. So I want to tell you, water for your ministry, Zaquan Zev. Thank you for your testimony. I'm grateful that you got to hear what you heard, what you seen, because it's faith increasing. All right, which is why we're doing this. I'm like, we're not monetized. We're not getting no shekels. Nobody sends me no cash apps. I'm not telling y'all not to. I'm just saying, please do. I'm just telling y'all, you know, that's not something that happens from us edifying. Right, so we're telling you that we're teaching with the passion of Yahweh B'Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. We want you all to go and look because you want to be on guard. All right.
All right.
With that, I'm gonna say Yabrakam Yabashim Ashar Shalom Kwame Asheral Azef.
Shalom.
Love you, brother.
Love you too, King.